This is Black Friday. Hamzambo family. Welcome to the Black Watch Network Africa Today Show. Being on a wonderful 22nd of March, the year 2021. We thank everyone that has joined us on this particular broadcast. Being on the 22nd of March, the year 2021. This is the Black Watch Network, and we are glad that you have taken the time to join us on the show. Your company is never taken for granted, and we hope to get to have an interactive show as we discuss different matters that have to do with us as a Black people globally. Thank you so much, Brother Lando Winter. You say now what's up, Spikes? What's up to you too? And I also see Sister Lightbearer says, "Hi, family, I'm back." Welcome back, Sister Lightbearer. I hope that everything is well with you and your family. We haven't seen you for a minute, but we are glad that you are back with us. And also, Sister Nishpena says, "Peace and love, family. Peace and love to you too." Brother Samuel was the first to join us all the way from Clarendon, Jamaica. And I hope that everything is well for you and your family as well in Jamaica. I understand that there has been so many things going on in Jamaica, especially to do with the Chinese, and that has also been the same case right here on the African continent. We are coming live and direct from our Nairobi studios, and this is a Black Watch Network. Remember, you can subscribe to our official website. It's www.blackhotfirenetwork.com. And once you are on the website, please make sure to take some time to create your own profile on the network website. And once you do, you will be able to interact with the rest of the family on the network website. It's very, very important that you are able to interact with the rest of the family on the network website. You can also download the Black Watch Network app. It's available on Play Store. Just search for the Black Fire Network on the Play Store, and you will be able to enjoy easy music, easy listening on the go. Kid, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. I need to tell brother Shep on that from South Africa. He invited me. I keep telling. I keep forget to tell him the new channels, but he needs to go sometimes into the damn network to know where we go down. He's like, hey, where you at? What's going on? Where you at? I said we're on smaller channels, man. Oh, I need to get in contact with Nish in the chat room to ask her what was that thing she talked. She said the economic. She wants to go to the economic something. Economic
summit.
Economic. No, not a summit. Economic something in Tanzania and Dar es Salaam. Something to do with some economics.
Yeah, she's with us.
Yeah, I got to figure out what economic something. If she's in the chat room, tell her right in the chat room. I don't know.
I'm hoping. Is it a seminar? Is it an economic seminar or is it an investment? We had one in Rwanda. There was what was the name of that particular one in Rwanda? There was a trade fair. I think
economic investment.
There was a trade fair. I'm trying to remember the name. It was a trade fair, I believe. That is the Tanzania Investment Bureau.
Oh yeah, but yeah, that was different. But y'all was there doing the trade fair. Yeah, that's different. No, it's not a fair, but you guys are there doing the annual trade fair that year. You guys are doing the annual trade fair that year.
It was a made in Rwanda trade fair. It was a made in Rwanda trade fair.
The Tanzania Investment Bureau. Okay, that's the name of it. You said the Tanzania Investment Bureau. That's it. Okay. Yeah. You guys were there at the right time. Over in Rwanda, you guys there when they were doing the trade fair and everything.
Yes, there was a wonderful time in Rwanda when we went to. It was a made in Rwanda trade fair, I believe, and it was really, really an interesting presentation, getting to understand what is produced in Rwanda, what is manufactured there, what things are traded there. Although we did have also exhibitors coming from other parts of the world, it was not just in Rwanda. I think we had exhibitors from outside, if I'm not mistaken. Storm Down, you're saying I noticed that nationals who attended the funeral repast were given the Tanzania president were given Catholic and Muslim salutations as they passed his coffin. Yes, he was a Catholic. The president was a Catholic. That is why you might have noticed that particular one. And
he had that cross. He had a cap. You understand? The missionaries went in there, man. You understand where his village was at, where he was raised at. Catholic control. You got to send the Islam. Like I told you. See, when you go to Dar es Salaam, you're a little confused. You think that Tanzania is still majority Muslim. It's not. It's majority Christian. The Muslims already had a beachhead on the coast for hundreds of years before the white people showed up. So that part of Tanzania, just like Kenya, would be mostly Islamic, and so they can never change those people from Islam to Christianity. They told the white people to go kick rocks if you know the history. So when the missionaries went inland in Africa, that's when they started converting people. So you first, I'm not sure if he was him being a scientist. He probably did that for his people, right? I don't know if he was a practicing Catholic. A lot of intelligent African leaders, they gotta keep the facade up with the religion because their people believe in that shit. Most of the people in Africa are ignorant. Most of the people in Africa scare their own traditions. You still got a bunch of traditionals in Tanzania. Yeah, a bunch of officers I told they went underground. Also in Kenya. That's where Dr. Mumby's at in Kenya, so they're still there. In Kenya too, thank God. They reached out to her. No, sister, you don't know what the hell you're talking about.
I think when he was being brought up, he was brought up in a small village called Chato. Probably that is where the missionaries also had set up their shop
right,
in the small provinces.
When you grew up in a small village in Inwood, exactly right. That's how the European went in. Hey, let us know. That's how the European went in. He went in first with his fake missionaries. We were so low intellectually that we gave up all our tradition for these people. Still blows my mind, but we did it. And it's been the death of Africa ever since. The religion has done damage to us as a people. There's no doubt about it. The religion has been so damn damaging. It's destroyed our wealth. It's destroyed our unity. It has destroyed us as a people. It's been the worst thing that ever happened to us. I think the religion is worse than the damn slavery and the colonialization. I think the religion has been the worst.
And you already know who did get to co-sign it. That was the Catholics themselves, the same one that went into all these parts of Africa, with the Bible. They're the same ones who co-sign it and allowed for it to take place. And they're the same ones people will go and now.
I think the Catholic Church is the main landholder in Africa. Just giving land.
Yeah.
I think they're the major landholder. Yeah. Land that was stolen. Go ahead, Spike.
I'm saying the funny thing is that the land wasn't given back to the government. For example, if you come to Nairobi, there's a place known as Karen, and there were so many missionaries, given acres and acres of land. You hear these how do they call it? There's a way they call it. I don't know the missionaries or they have a certain missionaries, and then another group, the missionaries of our Saint Sister, I don't know who. There are so many of them, and all of them on land. It's like they're separate entities. It's like separate businesses. You're losing your audio, kid. So can you hear what Kid is saying? I think we have a problem.
No, I can't hear him. We can't hear you, Kid. You're digitizing. But hey, Spikes.
Yeah. Say hi to the family, so kindly welcome to the show.
Jumbo family. Spikes, since you guys were talking about the Catholic Church when I got on, that I just shared an article that's pertinent to the Catholic Church. And it's not just on the African continent. It's over here in the United States also. They had this student, this 11-year-old boy, the headmaster had him kneel because to apologize to a white teacher. he had him kneel, saying that was the African way to apologize, to kneel. And he said that now the thing is this 11-year-old boy, he completed his assignment and began working on another assignment to work ahead and use the most of his time. Something that I would think would be constructive and productive. But because of that, his teacher got upset, tore up the assignment, sent him to the headmaster, and the headmaster had him kneel. Now, this is a school that costs $15,000. $15,000 either a year or some crazy amount for this boy to go to this damn school. And he's 11 years old. His mother is sitting there making excuses for the shit still because she's indoctrinated with her mentality. But she saw that something was wrong enough to bring light to it. But this is the type of shit that we have to, our children have to deal with, and us as a society have to deal with, from this quote unquote entity called the Catholic Church.
Wow, that's crazy. I don't know if you guys hear me now, but that's crazy. You guys.
Yeah, and also last week we were also sharing something very, very similar happening in schools when we were talking about the KKK. And of course, at that particular school, they don't have a problem with that. The Catholic and the KKK, I think it's almost the same and the one and the same entity. If you ask me, the same kind of ideology.
The KKK is a Christian organization. The KKK is a Christian organization.
Yeah.
And the funny thing about it, Spike, since you say that, the funny thing about it is the KKK is opposed to Catholicism. So you can't be a member of the KKK and be a Catholic. That is a fact. Like, you can't be Jewish, you can't have any black ancestry, and you can't be Catholic. You have to be a Protestant to be in the KKK. But it's just white supremacy's way of establishing, defining lines so they can be on both sides of the argument. White supremacy both ways, though. It doesn't stop a person from being a white supremacist because they're Catholic.
It doesn't, whichever part of it's like with the parties. It's like with the parties, the Democrats, all the Republican. It's just, the same thing. Just like you're talking about different sides, but it's just one and the same thing. And I agree with you. White supremacy is just, it might come in different forms. Might say it's the KKK, it's the Catholic, it's all these are different entities. The bank, the banking system, and all these are different globalist.
Can you hear me now, Spike? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear
you. It doesn't make a difference. It doesn't make a difference. All churches come out of the Catholic Church. The same religion. Doesn't make a difference. See, you were looking for the word different denominations. They only became different denominations and split up in the Catholic Church because they didn't want to pay homage to the Pope. It's the crackers not wanting to pay homage to another cracker. So they just split up and make these other goofy churches. They want to pay the Catholic Church and all this other shit. But it's all the same goofy religion. It's all the same. The Catholic Church, the original church, all this shit is the same. So it's just confusion. It's confusion. And you're right. And in Kenya, Kenyatta was supposed to take the land back, but he didn't, because he was a puppet. He's supposed to take all the land back from the Catholics, the Protestants, the Lutheran, and whatever the fuck. But he let big swaths of land to white people in Kenya. The best land, the Rift Valley. The Rift Valley has black people working over there for free and shit, beating them in Kenya. The whites still own all the Rift Valley in Kenya. Some of the best lands in Africa are in Kenya. The cracker owns it. Should have been took it back.
The same in Zimbabwe and Congo.
I'm sorry, Mike, go ahead.
I'm saying the same in Zimbabwe and Congo. They also do have some of the best land, as well as Cameroon. I'm talking about the best land. Yeah, I'm talking about the best land.
Of course.
Speaking of Kenya,
all the Congo has great land. Go ahead.
Speaking of Kenya, did you guys discuss that situation with the policemen in Kenya killing the Kenyan policeman being accused of killing some European aristocrat?
Nah, I know nothing about it.
No, we haven't talked about it. I even have you have just brought these to my attention. I haven't heard about it really early about this particular policeman that has is facing murder trial over UK's aristocrat's death. This is members of Kenya police officer accused of killing Alexander Monsoon, a British citizen who was found in his prison cell. And now they're saying they took him out. Now this is over UK aristocrat's death. No, I haven't heard about this particular
one.
Was
he in prison? What was he?
Yeah,
what was he in prison for? What was
he got arrested for smoking cannabis in public. And they said while he was in his jail cell overnight, he was only in there for like 2 days, but during those 2 days, he got killed in his cell. The policemen are saying he died from a drug overdose, but then they're saying that he had blunt force trauma to his head.
Well,
so they had a separate autopsy.
I don't know how he died. He was doing shit he wasn't supposed to be doing, talking shit to black people. I'm white, you niggas. Kenya used to belong to us, you niggas. You know he's talking shit to those cops. You niggas, Kenya belong to us. We're supposed to genocide all you niggas. You niggas ain't supposed to have Kenya. This is a white man's land. You can't have me in here. And they beat his ass good.
He probably was saying that because you're saying he was a 28-year-old, the son of a Nicholas, 12th Baron, or the 12th Baron.
You know he was talking shit. They know you know they were talking shit. Why the fuck are you in Kenya? Because that's supposed to be a white man's country. That's why I'm here. You niggas can't hold me in this prison. Fuck your law. I am the law. I'm a white man. They went in and beat his ass. Thank God, good. And he had no justice.
They're saying he was the heir. They were saying he was the heir to a family estate in Lincolnshire, in Eastern England. I'm sure that is what happened. I can also try to figure, what was happening with that particular one. I think that is probably what did happen.
He's talking shit to those people. That's why they did it.
And the cops and these policemen, these policemen did what they had to do. But I'm sure. I hope this particular guy,
stay on code. Stay on code. Kenya police say we don't know nothing about. We don't know. I guess he was high and he busted his head against the jail cell. I don't know what the fuck happened to him. That's why he got forced trauma. Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, I probably hope that is what was happening, but that will not stop them from being racist. Even the aristocrats, all whomever they call themselves, right now as it is, they are saying that they have, according to the interview that came out recently with Oprah, they are saying that they have now put in place a diversity. They are putting in place measures to upgrade or to look into diversity. And I believe they also want to appoint someone. That is what they are saying. They want to appoint someone really to be the head of diversity and deal with the matter of racism. Although this is just a PR move. This is a publicity stunt.
That is the equivalent of these motherfuckers talking about having a panel to discuss reparations. That's the same damn thing. What they having right there. Talking about they're gonna have a board to discuss equality. Get the fuck out of here.
In Kenya, hold on.
No. You're talking about back in
the UK.
Bro, from when after the interview with Oprah, after the interview that Meghan Markle had with Oprah, when she claimed that some members of the family were asking how dark the child's skin would be. I remember that is what she was. Harry said that one member of the royal family was asking how dark the child's skin would be once.
You know why? I'm gonna tell you why. Because that's I told you, it's all spiritual. And Dr. Mumby's learning. Dr. Mumby is learning. She said on the show, which Nish told me to look at. I know she's been listening to me and other people, or the Kenyan shamans. They're low vibrational beings. They got melanin in the gene pool. That means one of these fucking other demons can't house that fucking baby. I don't know how much melanin, but I think it can't. I don't think that baby's got much melanin in it. Because she went back to white. Whole thing just to get a little bit of melanin so you could house one of them low vibrational beings in that thing. It's spiritual. It's spiritual. So, and imagine this bitch up in there. Seeing the queen in there drinking blood, eating fucking babies and shit.
Now that
is. So they're talking about Diana ass. They're talking about Diana never went to none of that shit, but she's seen it. Them motherfuckers drinking blood, eating babies, all kinds of shit. Go ahead, Spike.
I'm just saying, right now they said that they want to put in place someone to look into diversity to have someone look into matters of diversity after this particular claim. But I'm saying this is just a real quick PR move. Anyhow, moving on from that, I just wanted to talk about people who do love to travel. I do know right here on the Black Watch Network, we do have lots and lots of families that, of course, some people want to go and enjoy their anniversary or like go and enjoy their go and enjoy some good time over the holidays. But right now, as it is, there has been some news of the cruise ships coming back into business, and they are saying that the only way to get back on these particular cruise trips is getting a COVID.
Oh, you won't have black people on that shit. Oh well, good. Black people won't be on that shit. You ain't gonna
let me share a story with y'all about this shot. Since we can't say you can't even say what you just said, Spike, because that the fuck around here get his stripes or something crazy. But what I want to say, the other day we was I heard my mom talking to my aunt, and my mom asked my aunt if she's gotten the shot. And my aunt was like, no, I didn't get the shot yet. So my mom was like, why not? So so then my aunt was like, well, they got all these side effects out here and all this stuff. And I it's too many side effects. I just want to see what's going to happen before I go and get it. I want to see how it's going to work out in people and make sure they got it perfected before I go and get it. So my mom tells my mom work in healthcare. My mom tells my aunt, well, the Lord said, fear not. No, this old bullshit she was quoting from the Bible, right? Talking about you ain't supposed to be afraid when you got the Lord on your side and all this old bullshit. So I was like, well, the shit you saying to her apply to you. You got the Lord on your side. Why the fuck you go get the shot in the first place? You know what I'm saying? So she looking at me all crazy. Get out of my conversation. Because your shit don't make no sense.
I think she was talking with the same kind of a voice that these are particular NAACP leader was talking about.
Look, NAACP lady. That's how you know this is a scam. That's how you know it's directed. You don't got no white people talking to other white people like this to have some kind of position of authority. NAACP, show that video. NAACP was set up by the Rothschild family. It was not set up by anybody black. Everybody knows this now. That's why Ida B. Wells, way back over 100 years ago, I can't fuck with that shit. It ain't got nothing to do with black people. It wasn't created by black people. It was created to fool and destabilize the black community. You can easily go look at the board of directors. They first came out all number white motherfucker, white Ashkenazi, because it was set up by the Rothschild family. How about that? The same bankers, same individuals who brought you this eugenics shit. Every time you turn a damn rock, it's the Rockefellers and Rothschilds and the rest of these other heinous bastards. So you got this goofy head of NAACP, and she's the one talking about, thank you, Mayor Cuomo. Well, Mayor Cuomo raping bitches and shit. They trying to get his ass off here and they're raping hoes. Thank you, Mayor Cuomo. The mayor's great, even though he's raping bitches around here. Thank you, Mayor Cuomo. That's how I told you. We got a bunch of bootlicking, handkerchief head niggas bought and paid for.
Another thing Cuomo was doing that they trying to keep suppressed in the media is he was storing them dead bodies in them nursing homes.
Yeah. All that crazy shit he been doing. She has to talk about it's the mayors. The governor's here. Thank you, Governor Cuomo. He with his expertise. Look at this crazy bitch. We don't got any leadership in America, just like they don't got in Africa. That's on purpose and bought and paid for. Just like Africa, it's the same way here, same way in Brazil. Our leadership has been compromised. There's no such thing as a black leader. The only one you had, they murdered his ass over in Tanzania. That's why you get the same bullshit from Africa to America. Play that crazy bitch. There you go, Spike. Play this crazy motherfucker here.
Let me play the video. Let me play the video so that the family can ask you.
I don't care what's in it. I don't care. I don't care if it's got doo-doo and piss in it. I don't care. So you don't care about the and all that other shit that they did to this crazy bitch.
But she will be quoting next. She will be quoting a Bible verse. Next, she will be quoting a Bible verse, and thou shalt not fear. You know.
I think she did quote a Bible verse to somebody. And Martin Luther King. These niggas always go back to Martin Luther King. I told you that Martin Luther King wouldn't have got the shot. Well, fuck Martin Luther King. I told you. Funny, everybody's now starting to say that. Fuck Martin Luther King. Give a fuck what he would have did with his boot-licking ass.
Let me play and see what she was going on about.
I'm not asking what's in the infusion. I'm not looking up all of the ingredients in the infusion. I am sticking out my arm and I am taking the infusion. And that's what we have to do in the infusion. I'm not looking up all of the ingredients in the infusion.
She was dropping signs.
I am sticking out my arm and I am taking the infusion. And
that is someone who was just been sent by Cuomo, really. And I think also Cuomo is using black people, especially black women like these, trying to also divert the attention from the conversation and having people talk about other things. Because right now, as it is, there has been yet another woman, there has been yet another woman, the 8th woman, who has actually come out as well. I think we might lose count of all these women coming out and the accusation of this governor, who has, of course, been using black people really to try divert the attention, or to try and see him as if he's getting any support. And this is the current the current aid.
Keith. Spikes. Anybody. Do y'all still hear Spikes, or is it just me? Oh, shit. I guess everybody done dropped off. Oh, gee Walligers. Let me see here. I had an article. He's talking about Cuomo. But I had an article that I saw on Yahoo where this sheriff. Damn, I wish I could share this with y'all. It was a sheriff. Keith, that's you? Spikes.
Oh, Spike's left? Spike's got messed up? This is me.
Well, both of y'all dropped off.
Yeah, I dropped off. I'm in a bad area. I'm in a bad area. Hopefully come back in.
He was talking about an article with Cuomo when he dropped off.
Oh, did he show the video of the bride, of that woman?
Oh yeah, talking about the infusion.
Yeah. He's talking about,
Yeah,
I don't care what's in it.
Yeah, we talked about that last week, but I was saying that we don't even use words like that, talking about infusion. That
I
lets you
know.
know she's a
I'm just
fucking
saying,
agent.
but we never specified that she was part of the NAACP. She's the head of NAACP out there on Long Island.
Oh,
To
she
let you know,
is.
yeah. I mean, she's the head of the NAACP. That's why I wanted to make specify she's the head of the NAACP out there on Long Island, New York. That they get their bootlicking coons to try to say crazy shit. And when they ever get NAACP a goddamn press conference or do anything. Never! But to do this, talk about I don't care about the vaccine, and everybody's got around doing a press conference of this goofy bitch. Fuck out of here. They don't care about this fat, nasty ass bitch. Take the shit, bitch, and shut the fuck up.
They're using the same prototype too, because there's another black woman that's in the same age group as her, about the same damn build and everything, that was on another news article talking about hello everybody. And then the people, the audience didn't say anything. She said, "I said hello, everybody," and then everybody was like, "Hello." And then she was talking about the vaccines and shit too. But they was giving her a whole bunch of notoriety in the news for being sassy and shit. I'm like, these motherfuckers need to stop this dumb shit.
Yeah, they try that stuff because they think black people have childlike minds. We're children. So all this sassy, all this stupid shit supposed to persuade us. Yeah, look at the head of NAACP ain't scared. Who gives a shit? Black people don't control that shit. Who gives a shit? What the hell? I don't care what's in it. Sound crazy as cat shit. You don't care about something, a deadly agent going in your fucking body that has not even been tested on fucking animals yet. Sound crazy as fuck. As if Tuskegee never happened. You nutty bitch. Fuck out of here. And that's why I said, why would they do a press conference for her? Why would they do it to her? Because black people are not fucking with this shit. Most people just like Zoe's aunt, like, nah. Even though they might be scared, like, nah, let these other motherfuckers get it. Let me see.
Yeah, and the majority of the ones that's getting it because their job is mandating they monkey ass to get it.
Yeah, they get it. I ain't getting it. I'll be quick to find another job. Fuck that job. Fuck that job.
For real.
Damn that damn job. That job is goodbye the job. Goodbye that shit.
Have your ass out here fucked up for the rest of your life talking about a job.
Yeah, they showed the AstraZeneca is fucked up. The Johnson & Johnson's fucked up. You're not allowed to say that. Fuck you, you do. Johnson & Johnson's one's got all kind of problems. The AstraZeneca one, the one with all that shit's fucked up. People are dying left and right from that shit. But they won't say it. They banned that shit. All that shit they banned in India. They try to say no. Don't look. I was at Spikes. You can look it up and see. India banned all that shit. And it's like, fuck that. They banned all that shit.
That's why they talking shit about India right now in the media.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, no one.
I didn't know that. Talking about India has a large military, but they not organized and they not skilled. Like, what the fuck?
What's that? Okay, what's that got to do with us? Exactly.
Yeah, just dumb shit.
That's about them because they banned all these motherfuckers in their vaccine. Get the fuck out of here. So, you know, what's the agenda? Fuck out of here. Ain't none of this shit working. And white people now in Europe are writing about these lockdowns. They man, fuck these stupid lockdowns. Whole things to make you wear these masks and these protocols forever. That's like when Zoe said, they told you that this vaccine don't help, you gotta keep taking the shit. Take another one, fuck all that crazy shit.
Yep. And they're not reducing the number of vaccines. This shit is adding up. They tell me you might need a second one, and then you might need a booster shot and a booster shot on top of the booster shot. I'm like, what the fuck? And then you need to wear your mask forever. And then they trying to shut down South Beach down in Miami because motherfuckers is like, fuck that, we're gonna just do whatever. They just trying to this mind control shit. You can't force mind control.
That's exactly what it is. They want to force this mind control thing because this is the global lockdown to make everything like China. Because they got Rothschilds and Rockefellers got control of China. China's a lockdown police state. You can't go, you can't even travel. If you say anything bad against the government, you got to take these damn tokens, good behavior tokens, you lock down. The thing was to roll this shit out worldwide. Was to roll this bullshit out worldwide. And ain't it funny? Ain't nobody sick, but they still want you to take this. I ain't never got none of this shit. Ain't nobody, 3 of your cousins ain't got this shit. I don't care if black people may be scared, but they don't trust these white people. You can't get your bootleg. You can't get your bootlegs come out. I don't care what's in it. But bitch, I care what's in it, bitch. I don't care what's in it. Just give me the shot, give me the injection of fusion.
And ain't nobody asking no questions about these motherfuckers killing Tanzania's president. Let's be for real about it. Shit, you can't, it ain't no way y'all can fucking skate around that shit. Y'all killed the man.
They try to put the narrative that he went against COVID. Could have been the COVID. They know the man that died from the fucking COVID. They know they murdered that man because he went against their little scam because he was the domino effect for the whole goddamn world.
Shit. I remember you talking about they gonna kill his ass fucking 6 months before they killed his ass. Shit.
Yeah, I told them, but they gonna get it. They coming for him because he's upsetting the apple cart. Ain't nobody dying in Tanzania. Ain't nobody falling out. So that fucks up the damn narrative. How's this one country who ain't locked down ain't got a bunch of people dying of this shit there? It was a real pandemic. Tanzania ain't in no bubble, and people still coming in out of the damn country because the tourism is high as hell. Those people still, so where's all this fucking dying at? Oh, they're not dying. And he told you, I'm not shooting my people with this shit. He told you don't trust these white people. They done damage to us as African people. And he was the only one out there helping the other African nations when they had problems. They had that hurricane, they had Mozambique and Mali and Zimbabwe. That was them that went out there and gave them food and clothing. Because they can't put sanctions on Tanzania. It's too self-sufficient. It won't work. Like Zimbabwe is there right now. The leader, Managua, is telling us it's because of Tanzania and all Southern Africa. It's free. Yeah, it is. Them in Angola. That's a fact. I'm glad he acknowledged that shit. It was Tanzania that got Mozambique free. Tanzania that got Zimbabwe, Zambia free. That was Julius Nyerere. He said, we're going to make Tanzania self-sufficient. Everybody's got to know how to fucking farm. Everybody's got to know how to farm. Fuck that. Because he know these white people will come in talking about sanction this, sanction that. You can't sanction Tanzania. Sanctions for what? We food sufficient. We don't need shit. We don't need nothing from it. That's why they got mad. He refused to take those loans. As Managua was saying today during his eulogy, John Paul McAfee said, we don't need the white people's loan. For what? We build this shit ourselves. We're not fucking with no IMF or the World Bank. We don't need the World Bank or the IMF. For what? Tanzania is self-sufficient. We gotta kill this nigga. Told you all Africa must unite. Oh, time to go. So you don't get a European, your goddamn resources for that fake ass money. He said if they're gonna come and tell us they're gonna pay fucking market value. Not this, we give you our resources, you give me a fucking penny. Get the fuck out of here. And we're not allowing no foreigners to own no land up in no Tanzania. That's out. That's why you don't got a bunch of Asians running around Tanzania. Or Chinese motherfuckers. That's out. Africa belongs to the African, not the fucking rice-eating bastard. So that's why you see him as a leader, everybody crying, everybody give him his props. Nobody's gonna cry for none of these bootlicks in these other countries. They want them out of there. People falling out, the women going past the casket, falling out and shit, all messed up. But he made sure there was gonna be a woman in charge. He said we got to go back also to women rule. Half and half. These corrupt ass niggas and destroyed Africa. He knew they was coming for his ass. Once you buck their system in Africa for Africans, that wealth. Over the spikes. That wealth. As the wealth goes back to Africa, the richest people on the planet. Ain't that spikes? That's spikes.
Yeah.
Okay. So I said that we're gonna have to come after that man. You know? That you, Spikes?
Yeah, I can hear you. Carry on.
That Spikes trying to get it right.
No, I can hear you already. I'm on the chat. I'm on the panel.
Is that you, Spikes? And then you had to return to diaspora. Thank God for being other people.
You hear him, Keith?
I can hear him. Can you hear him?
Yeah, I see him and I hear him.
Damn, I'm in a bad area. I don't see shit on this shit.
Okay, carry on.
I gotta be in a bad area then.
Zoe is a medium. I think Zoe is a medium. I think Zoe kindly tell
Keith is gone. He done went to the land of the ancestors. Hey, Spice, can you see that article I just shared? This is what I was talking to the family about. I wasn't able to share the screen. This situation and with the sheriff making up a situation.
Let me share the screen. Let me share the screen. We can also carry on. I think keep in a bad area. I couldn't get it. Was a little bit hard. This is a Washington sheriff claim to police that a black newspaper carrier was stopping at houses on his street and threatened to kill him. So this is what you're talking about?
Yes. You see this? This is a sheriff who lied and said that a black man was stalking houses and threatened to kill him. Now the sheriff is taking his story back, saying that he made the shit up when the black man was doing nothing but his job delivering the newspaper in the morning. This is the same shit that we dealing with the blacks attacking Asian situation. Because this bullshit, we have no voice in the media, because we have no pushback. These motherfuckers have the ability to make up any and everything, and it gets validity and gumption in the media.
And I'm assuming if this man was to get shot delivering his newspapers, the story would stick. You know, they would say he was threatening the sheriff and threatening to kill him. I'm sure if he was to get shot while he was on his errand delivering the newspapers, you know, the story would still stick. They would say, yes, he was, and other different neighbors would actually just come up and say, yes, he was also at my house. And the man was just doing his job, delivering his papers. That is what he does. He moves from house to house, maybe delivering the papers, but now they say he was stalking them and threatening to kill them. and that would be another dead man.
Exactly. And the thing is, you have this dude, the sheriff, who is still a sheriff. He hasn't lost his employment. If anything, he should have lost his employment for sitting here and jeopardizing this man's life. This is the shit that we're talking about. They have, even in the positions of authority, they have the ability to just fabricate all types of stories about us and put our lives in jeopardy. And there's no repercussions for them doing this shit. This is crazy.
And I think at the end of the day, if no one gets to realize that what is happening, or you not see what is for what it is, then I don't think if it's more apparent, it can get more clearer, all apparent than this. If this is a sheriff, this is a sheriff who, and the sheriff now would actually put it if he has for his life. That is the way the sheriff, I believe, would also put it, is if he was fearing for his life, when perhaps he would actually just come up and shoot this man. He would actually say he was fearing for his life. And this is a sheriff. You would assume that anyone else would perhaps feel threatened, but this is a whole sheriff.
Exactly. And what we're not getting out of this is for him to say that. He's saying that because this means he must have pulled his weapon on this man while the man was doing his job. This white supremacist sheriff felt the need to pull out his weapon and threaten this man's life. And that was his justification for saying, well, he threatened to kill me, so I had to pull out my gun. But now he's taking all of that back, but still has his job.
You threaten him with a newspaper.
Yeah, he's going to shoot him in the eye with a rubber band from the newspaper.
Yes, this is PS County Sheriff Ed Troyer told the police that the black newspaper carrier threatened to kill him. A police report, however, said Troyer retracted his claim. The black man, Cedric Altema, denied having threatened to kill him, but was detained after this claim. Now, of course, maybe the time he cannot get back the time in which he was being detained. And a white sheriff in Washington told police that the black man had told on a newspaper route and threatened to kill him. The sheriff then retracted this claim. PS is facing calls for resignation after a 27 of January encounter with Cedric Altema, a 24-year-old black newspaper carrier, according to Seattle Times. This is in Washington, and if a whole sheriff would actually threaten, put the life of this newspaper carrier in jeopardy, then this tells a lot about even the safety of the people. This is a sheriff who's actually sworn to protect the people of Washington in Seattle, but he's doing actually the other way, terrorizing the people. He has actually been given the money to serve. All protect, and but the government, of course, backs it up. The government really will not do much into this. Actually, the government will put in more money for departments like these. You realize when Biden was saying that he will be doing more funding for the police, this is a kind of a thing he actually also backs, and there will not be any cost. There will not be, even if he was to take the police, even if he was to actually go and sue, even he was actually to sue. I don't think he would actually get much from the case. He would actually lose most of his money with this particular one. Nonetheless, Troyer continues to give mixed messages on the matter. When reached for comment by the Seattle Times, Troyer insists that he felt a personal threat.
Hey, you got all those spikes. Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you.
All right. And also I want to say about these punk ass entertainers. Talking about, please, black people, stop beating up on Asians. If you don't get out of here with that fake ass shit, and I told you guys it's apartheid state, but these Asians are now buying weapons. I've said this. It's going to happen. Came from me. I told you. They will give them the right to try to come kill you now with impunity. But unlike that, black people don't fear no Asians. We'll burn your ass up. We'll burn all your shit down to the ground. But Asians are now going to get weapons to defend themselves against non-black people against black people who are not beating them up. Black women, you better stay your ass out of this shit, because you're going to catch a bullet.
Someone might actually be I agree with you. Someone might actually be in those Asian stores only to be accused of attacking them. It might happen.
Yeah, they were stealing. They got the right to kill them. The Asians say, "Oh, I fear for my life. We been getting a rash of black people beating us up. So I had to shoot this bitch in the head. I was scared. I blew her goddamn head off. Chong Yong Song Chi Chong Pong.
That is exactly true what will happen with that. But nonetheless, I think that is also giving them some. You remember in California, they were told that they will be getting some money, some fund to go into setting up a hotel. They can report any matter where they feel threatened. If a whole sheriff is feeling threatened by any person, I also want awards to the members of the force. They are feeling threatened, and right there says, "Don't we?" Yeah, might have to mute the microphone. There is a feedback. He's saying, "Don't deal with them at all." And they're not going to do anything against their race soldiers. That is exactly true. And if you had a case with them, that really will not go very, very far. Nonetheless, we shall debate a little bit from that, and I want to share with us a little bit on some history on the matter of the origin. And this has to do, of course, with the distinction of the San people and the ice people. We are the San people, and this is a very, very good teaching I thought I share a little bit on. I want to share a whole of it, or a little bit on this. By Dr. Leonard Jeffries. Some people in Africa, especially in Africa, they will go to church and be told, "Oh, we are all the same. We are all the same, and this and that. We all bleed the same, and all these are kind of a nonsense." But nonetheless, let me share this briefly, and then we shall proceed on more matters, trending and topical, as well as sharing with us a little bit about what was happening with Tanzania today during the funeral.
You have it at home, though, or you never got it. So in your packet also, you should have the Africana Study Materials information sheet, which tries to explain what we mean by using the pyramid in order to help you organize your thinking. One of the rationales for using the pyramid as an important symbol for African peoples is that we believe, many of us within the context of Africana studies, that we have to take back the pyramid. And why would we want to even take back the pyramid? What's the symbolic meaning of even doing that? Taking back the pyramid. What does the pyramid symbolize? Yes.
It symbolizes civilization and high culture, which the Greeks took over from the States.
Symbolizes civilization, high culture that Europeans have been prone to say was the product of the Greeks. But why would the pyramid symbolize civilization and high culture? What do the pyramids represent? A few blocks of stone. What else?
Basically, some civilization.
Science, mathematics, architecture. What else?
Religion.
Somebody said something? I heard someone say something about organization. Why would it represent organization? Right. We'll take a normal three and one, but give me specifics on the Trinity. Okay. Here you have the Trinity, if you will, in symbolic form. What does that mean to you? How can you talk about it intelligently? Yes. Okay, that's the Jeffries formula. You got that down. Thesis, what do we have at this pole? The thesis, and at the opposite pole we have antithesis. Antithesis or antithesis. And then we have at the top of the pyramid, the synthesis. Now, how do we apply that to the Trinity? You got the model here, but how do we apply it to the Trinity?
So you have to do spirit, mind, and mind.
Okay, the basic African value system of spirituality relates to three elements, three in one. It's mind, body, and spirit. So when you want to talk about the African value system or something within the context of Africa, you are on very firm ground when you're talking about this relationship, which can be seen as a systematic relationship of Trinity spiritual, the link between mind, body, and spirit. So the African system is based upon a moving up to spirituality, moving into godliness. So again, how do we relate that to Trinity? How do we relate that to the pyramid? Okay, right. That deals with the concept that we said this relates to is what we call pyramid consciousness. But that's referring to our relationship to a pyramid consciousness or pyramid analysis. But now, that's cool. That's what we're trying to get you to focus on. But how do we get you to apply it specifically to what we talked about in terms of spirituality, Trinity, mind, body, and spirit, and the pyramid? Trinity would be three in one. Within our context of Christianity, we have a Trinity, which is what? The Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. That's, if you want to deal with anything in terms of this analysis, that's where here, the antithesis. Why? Because it comes out of our Euro-American experience. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. So the data around that is very real for us, that we've all been brought up on that. If we want to add an African component to this Father, Son, and Holy Ghost, what kind of African Trinity would we be talking about? Okay, now, in African specific terms, father, mother, and child would be what? Okay, so the first African Trinity, the first known Trinity of significance in the world, comes out of the African experience and was very real around the pyramids and the temples. And that Trinity relates to the mother principle, the female principle, Isis, or Aset. And the male principle would be Osiris or Osir or Osam. And the child would be Horus, is what the Greeks refer to it, the Nile Valley Africans talked about Heru. So this is the first Trinity, which is the center of an African system. I use the circle to represent system of African spirituality, which dominated the world, including Judeo-Christianity. The most significant family figure of Judeo-Christianity for the first 5, 6, 7, 800 years of Judeo-Christianity was the African family of Isis, Osiris, and Horus. We have an example of that today. This tradition has been carried on. The African tradition, here we're talking about the African experience and its tradition, the data around it, most of which is a blank or a negative for us. That's why we say we've got to get into our own history and culture. We all know the European experience, but can we really have a true synthesis if that's all we know? In order to get a synthesis, we not only have to know the European experience, we have to know it in relationship to the African, Asian, and Latin experience. And this is what we call the search for truth and knowledge. The dialectic or dynamic between the two poles will allow us to search for a higher level of truth and knowledge. And you have an example of it when we're talking about the Trinity. We know the European Trinity, the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost. We are becoming familiar with the African Trinity. of Isis, of Set, Osiris, of Sir, or Horus Heru. That trinity goes back thousands of years, so it has a much deeper root in human history than the European trinity. So what we're trying to say is that trinity was alive and well within the context of the European Judeo-Christian heritage, and it still is alive and well in the Judeo-Christian heritage. But of course, today it has been truncated. So today we have what as an inheritance of this enormous African spirituality, which has helped to lay the foundation for the European value system and spiritual manifestations such as Judeo-Christianity and Islam. What manifestation do we have today of the continued African presence within the context of our religious system of our contemporary Christians? The Roman Catholic Church. At the heart of the Roman Catholic Church is what?
Pope, I guess you could say.
Right, and around the Pope is the male Trinity, the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. Whereas the female principle within the context of the Roman Church
Then Mary.
is not within the Trinity, it's separate and apart. It's in what? The Madonna and Child. Mary and Jesus. But the Madonna and Child, in most sacred Roman Catholic shrines, in Spain, Portugal, France, Italy, Bulgaria, Germany, Russia, Czechoslovakia, Romania, Hungary, and Poland, is what? The Black Madonna and Child. And case in point is the shrine of Czestochowa, which is the current Pope, John Paul II's most sacred shrine. And when he rushes to Poland and kisses the ground, and first thing he does is pushes everybody aside and rushes off to the shrine of Czestochowa, the Black Madonna of Czestochowa. Now, because people want to keep us ignorant of the African factor in history, and the most important thing that pyramid consciousness is allowing us to link to is the significance of the African factor. And what we are trying to say is that you can't be educated, you can't be knowledgeable, you can't be a reasonable thinking person if that African factor is missing from your being and your experience. And the example that we're just using of the Trinity is a perfect case in point. The Madonna and Child is a perfect case in point. That African factor is alive and kicking within the tradition of the Europeans, but it is not, we're not allowed to make it an African factor. So they tell us that the Madonna.
And of course, Kid has been teaching us, of course, this religion is a bastardized version of African spirituality. And I do believe also Dr. Leonard Jeffries also shared some important points with this. I'll share a little bit more on the same before we get back to other different matters.
Is black, and the child is black because of what? Because over the years, the people were burning candles, and the candle smoke went up selectively and blackened the face and the hands, etc., of these sacred Wiccan and the Catholic Church. The African factor is something that no one fits comfortable with. And that's why we have to make this very strong point, that you cannot be educated, you cannot be knowledgeable without understanding of that African factor. And it applies to everybody. Within the Judeo-Christian Islamic heritage, it is very clear. Jews may claim a chosenness out of their early traditions, the ancient Hebrews that produced Judaism. But its foundation is not with Abraham in Ur, Chaldea, Mesopotamia. The foundation of the religious and cultural system has an African root. When Abraham what? Leaves Ur and comes into the Nile Valley. And after the Jews, by their own tradition, are there for a couple hundred years, these traditions are developed. So there is a foundation in their own tradition that's African within the context of Judaism. But you never know it. All we know about is their chosenness. We do know, though, that Joseph was the vizier, prime minister for the Pharaoh. We do know by their tradition that Moses was raised in the royal house.
the reason I love using StreamYard, well, that's easy. I can make Chris Brogan, I can make a show like the.
And if he was raised in the royal house, that meant that he understood what? The 42 African commandments, each of which is memorialized forever in the pillars of the great temple of the Ipet temple, spiritual temple at Luxor, the Luxor temple, the great lodge of Luxor. So Moses, raised in the royal house, knew the 42 African commandments. So when he went up to the mount and he saw the burning bush, it's quite clear that he was raised in the royal house as a prince and knew the 42 commandments, because everybody had to know them, and certainly the princes had to know them, and leadership had to know them. That meant he went up to the mount not empty-headed, empty-hearted, empty-handed. He went up with what? The African value system. So when we talk about a 10 commandments, we need to understand that the 10 commandments is related to 42 in the African tradition. When we talk about a Madonna child coming out of Judeo-Christianity, we need to understand that the Judeo-Christianity for Madonna child is related to the Black Madonna child. When we talk about the father figure within the context of the African Trinity, we are talking about a concept of what? Resurrection. That's why the pyramids represent not only an enormity in the human experience. And see, they can't let you know that. That's why everybody claims the pyramids. And people say, well, Dr. J, that's not true. Nobody claims the pyramids. Everybody knows the Africans, but no, everybody doesn't know. And they're still talking about claiming the pyramids. That's why we put in your packet what? This myth that the Jews had something to do with the pyramids, the ancient Hebrews. And people say, no, Dr. J, that's not true. The New York Post does not lie. The New York Post, February, September the 9th, 1983, has Menachem Begin dancing in front of the pyramid that his ancestors built thousands of years ago. And shortly after Menachem Begin danced in front of the pyramids, Edwina Koch dances, Ed Koch dances in front of the pyramid on a camel that his ancestors built thousands of years ago. People claim the pyramids.
Of course, African history has been stolen, and even if you look at the current Arabs right now in Egypt, I don't think they give a damn so much about what happens with the pyramid, because they can just claim it, but it's not their own. And even when it comes to preservation of some of these sites, and even some of the artifacts, you realize that there will not be much of the preservation also going on. Some of the artifacts, of course, are from Egypt. They have been stored up in different places in Germany, in Britain, and all these other different European places. And you find that, when you look at some of the countries are claiming to get their pieces, but I don't think Egypt has been that much vocal, because the Arabs really, I don't think they give a damn too much into, if these particular artifacts get returned. They might claim of this greatness of being the ones that did construct the pyramids, but they know it's a lie. But nonetheless, let me share a little bit more on the same, on these particular teaching by Dr. Leonard Jeffrey right here on the Black Watch Fire Network. Let me get some comments first before we continue with that. I just wanted to get some comments real quick. I think we do still have a librarian with us. He's saying I really like this, and I also see they took our truth and put a twist on it with their lies. And yes, that is exactly what they did. Take the whole history and claim it, whitewash it. And you cannot even realize it was even your own. So many people right now, if you talk to them about the history of Kemet in Africa, they will tell you, that was for the Jews, the chosen people, and they are the ones that did construct all these things. They are the people that God gave knowledge to construct all these things. And, even if, these are different stories with the Bible. But nonetheless, let me share a little bit more the same.
Folks have to acknowledge that the Africans built the pyramids. All scientific evidence is pointing into that. This enormous Sphinx stands in front of the pyramids. That temple of the Sphinx stands in front of the pyramids as a symbol of Khafra, the son of Khufu, who built the first great pyramid. And he's a definite African. In fact, Napoleon's troops blew the face off to hide the fact that he was African. And the Turks even tried to mutilate the face. But still, they got these myths and misconceptions they have come up with this major misconception of the chariot of the gods. That they can't prove that normal white people built anything like this. So they said some whites from outer space. And not only did they build the pyramids, they built all the great stone monuments of some people around the world. The Easter Island monoliths, these great designs, the high Andes stone cities, the great pyramid temples of the Mayans, etc. The great stone. In other words, they're claiming that some people from outer space. Now, they couldn't even make these people from outer space neuters, meaning no color. They made them white with red hair. Now, that's the extent of the Mickey Mouse. The extent of the inability to accept the African factor. Even though there's an African factor in the chosenness and the religious and cultural traditions of the ancient Hebrews, nobody wants to accept. Even though there's an African factor in even Jesus, Christians don't want to hear. Jesus, which in the context of the European American Christianity is Horus or Heru. But the concept of Jesus and Heru is also blended with a resurrected Jesus. But the first, just like the first Trinity was the African Trinity of Isis, of Set, and Osiris, Asaru or Asar, and Horus or Heru. Even though that first Trinity, that African divine family, was left as a legacy for thousands of years for humankind, the first resurrected Savior also comes out of our tradition. And Jesus, within the context of our Christianity, becomes what? A resurrected Savior. But who is the first recorded resurrected Savior of many of the 16 so-called resurrected Saviors in history, and there are many more? But the first one is who? Osiris. So the combination of Osiris, the resurrected Savior, and his son Heru, the Son of God, becomes one within our Judeo-Christianity. But people don't want to hear it. Because this means that the chosenness of the Jews, which was passed down when they lost it, see, the Christians with the New Testament say what? That the Old Testament, which is a what? Covenant relationship. You know what covenant is? A covenant relationship of the Old Testament was Moses' name.
Okay, so that was Leonard Jeffries breaking down the science. And it's just your brother, Mr. X, here on the save. Hopefully the brothers will come back to finish out the show. I was just checking in what's going on, peoples. We got a whole lot of, hey man, we got a whole lot of channels. I've been out, you know how I do. Being around and everything like that. Local activism and all that stuff. So in my own personal shit, I gotta handle. So your brother be gone handling business. Plus I gotta get this bread. You know, I got this another baby coming. I got my own Zulu army I'm forming. And my little girl's birthday
She just turned 5. I had to bury my cousin. It's just a whole lot of stuff. But anyway, I was here just holding it down for a little bit. What's happening, Liberia? How you? All right, all right. The lady, the blonde haired lady that we discussed quite a few times. I seen Cuomo big ass head, and Cuomo's mansion is like a couple blocks from my house. And I'm not familiar. That lady is from Auburn. I'm just not familiar with her. But my group have talked about um, collating with the NAACP, doing something with them, and kind of taking that organization over. And we always talk about taking over butt licking organizations and shit. And I just was like, no, that ain't finna happen. You see the treacherous behavior that comes from there. You gotta toe the Democratic line. We all know. Started by white folks and controlled by Jews, and from the top to the bottom, and they just would take a picture with a couple Negroes that they had, and never committed themselves to being a black organization. The black people that you see are front people, we know that, and so these are neoliberals that run the organization, and they diametrically opposed to everything we stand for. You can't own a fucking thing with the NAA. You start talking about ownership and self empowerment and educating your own children, they run. Matter of fact, they run to get a hatchet to hatchet your ass up because you talking that hotep shit and they won't get rid of you. So, I know brother Jeffries, peace, 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 peace. What's up? What's happening? What's happening? Yeah, I got a lot of proximity. Matter of fact, I got a white supremacist live right next to me. I actually like being in the thoroes of like my mother raised me, and you guys wasn't around when I told that story a few years ago. Raised me basically to deal with like the end of the world. You know what I'm saying? Because she was so harsh and so brutal. Like everything else was going to be a cakewalk. So no matter who was around me, if I was in prison, I still survived. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it felt like living under that woman was prison. So I actually like turmoil and craziness. I want the crackers around. I want them. I had one almost cut me off to hit me. Going to get my daughters. I got these motherfuckers flying United States flags and all that. You know how they have it with the big trucks and all that shit. They have it in the back and it's flying in the wind. We got a whole bunch of white supremacist organizations around here, man. And the young brother actually who is trying to be mayor was out there attacking him. He was going at him toe to toe. They own a lot of businesses. They own a lot of construction businesses. They own towing businesses. And hell, they even own ice cream businesses. And the brother championed one of them getting shut down. He, I think he got that called out the towing company and whatnot. And the brother's running for mayor. Unfortunately, though, his circle is white, and that's a testimony to black people here. Is that, and I support the brother because he went at the white supremacists. We don't always agree on everything. You got to be diplomatic, at this point in time. So you start raving mad, revolutionary. That don't work around here. My people always say that, and I say, listen, all we need is 10, 8, 9 to do the work. Traverse the land, find those. We got about 50, 60,000 black people here. There's 10 or 11 that are willing to organize and work and get shit done and do things for our people. And then we just got to go out there and find them. I see black people every day. Go out to the basketball courts, 60 degrees outside. Brothers is out there hooping. You know what I mean? We out there doing our thing. I got to be out there myself. I done gained like 80 pounds, not 80 pounds. I was like 175 coming into the marriage. 235 pounds now. I done gained a whole lot of weight. You know what I'm saying? I can't have my wife leaving me because I get fat. So I get out there and hoop. You know what I'm saying? Lose a gut or two. You dig? And while I'm doing that, I'm organized for some brothers. See if I can find some brothers who are sick of this dastardly ass system that we in and want to do something about it. At least serve other black people. Educate our people. You know what I'm saying? Put them on some different media. Bring them to Black Hot Fire, maybe to get some hot fire education and so on and so forth. So, and anywho, yeah. We white folks is on the Cuomo down here. They on Cuomo down this motherfucker. And we want to see him fall. We want to see him, we want to see him drown and all that other stuff. And I know y'all listening, crackers. I don't mean literally drown. Don't be trying to rush my house and shit. Listen, y'all taking care. You got your white people that's taking care of him, trying to get him out of office. People want to open up the state and get shit popping. Y'all need to check his pockets because he had this state closed for mad long. Y'all know somebody was dipping in his, giving them bread so that the place can stay closed because people were monetizing the closing of New York State, especially the tri-state area. But our businesses were suffering the most because our businesses are still not opening all the way. You know what I mean? So, like for instance, certain Irish businesses, and our mayor's Irish, are open. They open inside, they open outside. There's people right next to each other, coughing on each other, licking on each other, all sorts. They just had St. Patrick's Day, so them bars is open. Meanwhile, the spots that we own is halfway open. You know what I'm saying? So one spot ain't allowing people in. The other spot, which was a known club, a very popular club amongst our people, every weekend at least 200-300 standing room only, shoulder to shoulder. They got shut down, and so people can only come in and eat, and it's just a bar. You know what I'm saying? So that's how they're doing us. And right down the street, from the sister spot, they open wide open, shoulder to shoulder, coughing, breathing, sneezing, all that shit on each other. And so this whole thing is a hoax. It's about who got bread, who got the money to give to the governor so that the chain of command go down and everybody know to lay up off them. Because it's straight up violations. Straight up violations. No take nowhere, no 6 feet distancing, no masks. They just up in there chilling. You know what I'm saying? They got a couple things that they supposed to have by law and state, those little windows or whatever. And after that, that's pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? And so they open all the way. People getting drunk, people fucking in there, all sorts, man. All sorts, all sorts. I don't know about the fucking thing. I just threw that in there because I'm trying to be funny. But they open, and our people are losing out. And we already was losing out beforehand. We already got scant businesses anyway. You know what I mean? So they do these shits that, I mean, really, bro, they don't want no. Listen, black empowerment is not European wealth. Black empowerment is not European wealth. And whenever black people start making money or start dealing in ownership and empowerment, people trying to get money, they're using Clubhouse. And brothers having good conversation. I got Clubhouse, I downloaded it. I don't know what y'all think about it. But what I've seen is people trying to garner wealth. They're not having the black power discussion, which is unfortunate because Amos Wilson's plan for economic empowerment for Africans is right and exact, and there's no fusion of black people trying to get money and the communal economics we need to develop and sustain. And it's just not happening. That discussion not happening. It's just the Boule Negroes getting on, want to talk about making some money. You see what I'm saying? And then you got the ratchet contingent that is talking about porn and titties and ass and all that other shit. You're gonna have that. But for the most part, I at least I see more in regards to trying to obtain wealth and resources than the ratchet stuff. So I'll give us that. And we know about the spiritual realm, and we know about the awakening of our people and how it's done. And I mean, what you say is basically out of our hands. But man, every mind I touch, man, I'm gonna try to crank that motherfucker open. Otherwise, I ain't got no real existence to be here. You understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna open up mine painstakingly with my own damn hands. I'm gonna take a hammer and crack their goddamn head and rip their. I'm gonna do it with blood everywhere. I'm gonna do it viciously. Here, take this brain out, put this brain in, boom, close it up, duct tape it back together. Let's get to work. What got back with me? What it is? What it is? You know what I'm saying? So we gonna handle our business. My Facebook got shut down, y'all. Common had posted some bullshit about anti-Asian hate, and so I called him a sellout motherfucker, and they blocked my, they kicked my, they shut my shit down for like 6 days, so I can't share nothing on Facebook at all. If y'all following your brother at all, DeQuinn Mr. X, I'm gonna put it here. I'm gonna put it on the comments here so you can follow your brother or send me a friend request. That's where I be at. I be on Facebook, man. I really don't do Instagram because I don't take. I follow the old dude code. We don't be taking pictures like that. Like, don't be taking I mean, so like you take pictures of other things and you put up. But I don't be taking pictures of stuff like that to be posting. I just kind of narcissistic.
I don't be on Instagram either. I don't never get. I don't. I guess you're supposed to stream on it. I don't know. So you got kicked off of Facebook for a week.
Yeah. Got my ass.
Well, that ain't bad shit. A week ain't. When did it start? Yesterday, day before? When?
A couple days ago.
Oh shit! You'll be through it. Shit. You got these bootlegging coons talking about. So Kama talking about stop beating up on Asians. You don't get your dick sucking ass out of here, you weirdo ass Negro. That's one of the weirdest Negroes. He's asking the common suck dick. His ass, you said, Erica Badu said that motherfucker doing all kind of weird shit.
Damn.
Yeah, you don't know about that? Yeah, they asked was he gay because he's socially awkward and shit. You don't know how to talk to women. Everybody say, you know, is he a faggot? Is he a punk? I don't know. Yeah, but he's a bootlicking coon. You know that.
Yeah.
What happened to Spikes and damn Zoaz?
Everything shut down. I don't know. Just the video that was there, and then they just dropped off.
Okay, they just dropped off. I know I dropped off too, shit. So,
yeah, we in there.
So they shut you down with the quickness of it. I can't fuck around. I can't say that on Facebook. I keep making how many challenges on YouTube? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. YouTube will let you grow and shut your shit down. You get off. They destroy your momentum. Facebook, I can't never get no traction no more on there. I mean, I put the shows on it, but I can't get no traction on that shit. I'm at 10,000 followers on that shit for the last 3-4 years. Once they go show over there, they go show there for good. I ain't posted nothing on there in years. This is the show. I don't do nothing on Facebook. I don't even go live on that shit. They still got like, and I go live on Facebook. I ain't even live on Facebook in years. Like I said, except for the show right now, I don't be on no fucking Facebook. There you go. I don't even know how Facebook put you in jail no more.
Yeah.
Is that me going out, mistakes, or that you going out? That might be me. Can you guys hear me? I don't know if you guys can hear me or not. That may be me going out.
And we're talking that. Oh yeah, cutting out.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm cutting out.
Okay. We got that. Oh yeah, let me say this. Yeah. Yeah, I can hear you.
You go ahead, mistakes. I'm cutting out. I keep cutting out, so I'm in a bad area.
We about 30 seconds behind.
Yeah, but you got to go ahead. I'm in a bad area. I keep fucking up. My internet keeps going out.
Okay. Um, what was I saying? Yeah, a lot of them brothers, I guess you want to call them brothers on Instagram, was pushing that anti-Asian hate thing. And it's interesting, we deal with that dynamic about the Asians and how they've been whooping our ass uh, regularly. You know what I'm saying? Recently and in the past, y'all, you know about the LA riots. We all know about the LA riots and what happened with that. And there's never a push for the dominant society to talk about the Asians attacking blacks. There's never a push about people stopping black anti-black hatred, physical anti-black hatred. Is one thing to talk about me and call me a nigga and all that shit. Is another thing from hanging me and killing me and burning me and raping me and eviscerating me and putting me behind trucks and dragging me. All those different things. And it's
Hold on,
never.
Mr. X. Hold on. Okay, if I'm gonna go, everybody go over to Instagram and sign up at Black Hot Fire Network. Then I'll start going live on Instagram because I don't know. I ain't gonna be posting no pictures, none of that goofy shit. But go over to Black Hot Fire Network on Instagram. Black Hot Fire Network. All right, that's the Instagram thing. I'll start going live on that goofy thing. I don't, because Mr. X has made me say, he talking about these goofy niggas on Instagram are co-signing this Asian shit. Let him have it.
Mhm. 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 Yeah, that's. I'm sure they're using it on Twitter as well. I don't use Twitter at all, but you know what I mean. The pushback is real though because they call on their bootlicks to toe the company line, speak company policy, and then once people like ourselves speak out against us, we're targeted. And so kind of, I mean, most of us already got a reputation. We're already on file, but it allows them to pick up new people when we say, hey, brother, like one of my favorite football players, Terrell Owens, he started it to stop Asian hate. And I'm like, bro, don't let them use you, bro. Don't let them use you with this, man. You just, you know, it's like these guys don't want to seek this education. They want to live in this world where they're the athlete the entirety of their life. So they're the sex symbol and they catch touchdowns and they use their physique as Terrell does to continue to be a celebrity and women falling over him and everything. But unfortunately, he's so emotionally unstable. He's not had a successful relationship, nor is he married. He's got a bunch of kids. Athletes got no problem having kids. We can have kids all day. That's what we did on the plantation. But to have a successful relationship and or marriage with a black woman, it's difficult for the brother. So he seeks white women. You know what I mean? And that's unfortunate. You know what I mean? And he's one of those proponents of pushing this anti-black, stop Asian hate thing. We like, bruh, listen, man, that's not what it is. You know what I mean? You gotta look at the news. People be living in these bubbles. And it's like, man, if y'all saying stop Asian hate, the cry should be stop anti-black hate. 365 every day, every year. We're not sticking up for no other ethnic entities. And then they put stuff on ABC, still a huge platform. This is a national propagated situation here. We're dealing with national propagated media. And they got Asians and people that work with them saying to African Americans, hey, you have to speak up more about the African Americans attacking Asians. It's like, it don't make no sense. They try to play us like we're full citizens. And we can be spoken to like that, hey, stop doing this negative behavior. In reality, uh, there is a thing whereas we are not committing the crime that they say we're committing at the numbers that they say we crime. So we're the face of criminality, right? The greatest criminals in the history of this planet control the media, they control your minds. And they're telling everybody black people are the reason for crime. So other black people believe it immediately. If you're dealing with crime, you have a black face in your mind, just like when you say Jesus, you think of a white man, right? So now we're the face of criminality. So it's easy to paint any crime on us. Niggas stealing ice cream from Dunkin' Donuts. Dunkin' Donuts don't even sell ice cream. Well, you niggas need to stop stealing ice cream from Dunkin' Donuts. Don't Dunkin' Donuts don't sell ice cream. No, you niggas need to stop stealing ice cream from Dunkin' Donuts. It's the same thing. This is literally apples to apples. Stop Asian hate. Who? Where? The Asians live away from us. The Asians live away from us. We don't even interact with them unless we're going to buy something. We go buy something and we leave. When they get flipped with their mouth, then some shit may pop off. But there's no movement of blacks attacking Asians. Now we would be justified against any ethnic group. We would be justified in whooping your ass on a regular basis. But no, there is no movement of blacks attacking Asians. They got ties to white supremacists and they have their own nations. It would not be smart. It would not be intelligent to do such a thing because these motherfuckers are vicious, and our people on the continent that's interacting with them are in grave danger anyway. Let alone if we started to attack. But that's another conversation for another day. You coordinate some attacks and all that. That's how my mind works. Coordinate some attacks. Listen, we're gonna lose some. You're gonna lose some. This is how Hey, fuck it. But our channel gets monitored all the time, so I ain't gonna go there. But the truth is, we are not touching none of you motherfuckers. Okay, you're not gonna pull out 3 different scenarios where somebody done drop kicked the Asian or some shit, or they got some type of argument, and then say that's anti-Asian hate crimes. No, when they interact with us, they kill us. They shoot our kids in the back of the damn head for leaving their store, which is what they say. Hurry up and buy, meaning get the fuck out. So she hurry up and bought, try to leave, and never seen the light of day again. You see what I'm saying? So that's the type of relationship we got with Asians. They kick our ass out of their country talking about we brought coronavirus over. You can just blame anything on black people. You can blame anything on Africans. That's why we one and the same. And that's why the unification process needs to happen. Because whatever happens to us over here happens to you over there. You understand? But it's just crazy that the celebrities get involved in all this shit. You know what I mean? Hold on. Okay, let me, because I don't often see this, so I'm going to stop my diatribe here and read this comment. As a matter of fact, let me click on it. Okay, this is very telling, so I'm just going to show this because it's there. I'm not going to act like it's not there. Hopefully, it comes up on the screen. I got the oldest computer in the history of computers. Come on, right there. Shit. Hold up. Okay. I was diagnosed with herpes 3 years, and ever since then, I have been taking treatment to prevent outbreaks, burning, and blisters, but there was no improvement, so I came across testimonies of Dr. EU on how he'd been curing different people from different diseases all over the world, and I contacted him after our conversation. He sent me the medicine, which I took according to his instructions for up to 2 weeks. After completing the medication, I went back to my doctor for another test, and man, I can't get the rest of it. I don't know what the rest of it says. I'm presuming that you are cured. Okay, that's interesting. I think that you all know that most of the diseases that was created or the planet has, that the cures are in the earth. And so, and even to just speak to that specific discussion right there with disease, that we know the pharmaceutical company isn't interested in cures. Cures, that means you don't get it no more. That means you'll never come back, right? That means you're not in health insurance. You don't come to the hospital for visits. You don't stay the night. They don't stick you with anything. All these things cost, right? And sometimes they'll cause malfunctions or things like that, so that you go in the code, or people go in. Notice that we always talk about people going in the hospital, okay, or well of sorts, and then come out in a body bag. You know what I mean? Or there was some type of turn. It was all to keep you there to um, one to keep the population sick, also to justify as many white doctors that we have. You have hospitals in towns and the people are still sick. The hospitals are always full. When you go to the ER, the ER is full, especially in my city. When I go by the ER dropping off food, there's always every seat is full. You know what I'm saying? So these people go and always come back. You know what I mean? So they're not gonna have something for you that will eliminate venereal disease or other certain things. It's like it's a constant need to take it and take it and take it. And the longer you're taking it, other things in your body start to break down, and you have to take other medication to deal with that. You see what I'm saying? So there's never going to be, and we talked about this before, there's never going to be, hey, change your diet, try sea moss, try this natural herb that you can get, and this would remedy you completely, right? It's like, hey, take this pill, take this, take that, swallow that, swallow that. I just took my wife, we had our anniversary, our 6-year anniversary this past weekend, and she's pregnant as all hell, and it's just a sister. So we wanted to do couples massages, but it's just her, and I ain't really want to, I like to do it at the same time if we're going to do it. But just gorgeous dark skinned sister, who I met a few years ago at an event, was giving massages and all that, and everybody was just like, yes, I love a massage, she's great. Seen the reviews, so I took my wife there for her anniversary, and she just hooked it up. An hour massage, she hooked it up. The rest of the day, my wife was just like, "Oh my God, I feel great." And you talk about the benefits of massage. I'm big with that. I'd like to implement that in a lot of our events because brothers and sisters can come in, get massaged, and feel better. Certain pores is opening up, circulation is running, you're thinking better, you're loose, and when you have a better attitude about things and you're feeling healthy, obviously you're going to make better decisions. Hell, I might be in there bellowing my best sermon. I might be giving it the Black Power to 27 Power. And at the same time that I'm giving my sermon, you getting your massage. Now it opens you up to be able to hear the words that I'm saying and goes into you subconsciously, and then maybe you be thinking about it more thereafter. But you're gonna have a good feeling because you had that great massage, you know what I'm saying? And that's what you want. You want to inculcate black consciousness with good feelings, high vibrational thoughts, positive black hands on you, working magic. All this is anti-establishment stuff. Healing hands, healing black hands, being being serviced by a black person and you're completely satisfied. Getting information from a black man when white dominant society says, I'm the white man, I give all the information, believe me, don't believe those niggas. You see what I'm saying? You intertwine all that together, and then you got money being passed from vendor to vendor. That's what I'm about. Black, the black, the black, the black, the black, the black. Every level of activity must be black when we're doing things. There's a time to talk and there's a time of action. The action is black, 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 black. Here's a sphere, and there's blackness all around it. If our people are ill, right? Maybe we have venereal disease. We know there's always been a situation with us as they put things in our community, and we talk about the syphilis experiment. We know they've done it with others, especially in prisons, and prisoners are slaves, so they inject you with shit you don't know what it is. You go back to the community, and then you spread it all around. You see what I'm saying? Which hinders the opportunities to have children. You see what I'm saying? And creates a negative connotation. They make the most healthiest thing in the world, the thing that brings life, now very dangerous. You see what I'm saying? That's what these devils do, right? They rather have a booty hole than going up in heaven, as Dr. Ben called it, than having the black woman's vagina going up in heaven. As he said that night, he was going to try to visit it again after the speech. Shout out to Dr. Ben. You see what I'm saying? But to discuss uh, uh, certain things in a way that is confidential. Black people can't be confidential. We just air all our business. We get mad. We go to Instagram. We go to Twitter. We go to Facebook. I got something to say. And the long motherfucking these two people that I know personally, I vouch for the brother. They met. They was dating. They got married. They had a baby. They got divorced. How do I know? Because the sister got mad and went to Facebook. You see what I'm saying? So personal stuff that we don't need to be knowing, we take it to Facebook. Another brother I know couldn't see his kids. Lady was trying to get him harassed by the police. Talking about his child support payments. He hated it. He wanted to do something to her. I said, brother, man, don't do that because you're on Facebook. So we don't do confidentiality. We don't do that. When we get mad, shit is going to the book. And so when you're dealing with sensitive diseases, you know what I'm talking about? I think that's a sister right there. Yeah. No disrespect, Miss Ash. What's up? What happened? What you mean? Oh, you never like people touching me? I understand. I get it. I get it. I get it. I understand. I understand. That's part of it. You know what I'm saying? That's part of it. When you have that type of energy around you, where it's a situation where you don't like people touching you. Where does that come from? You know what I mean? My 3-year-old, every 5 minutes comes running into my arms, climbs up my lap, lays on my chest, gets up, runs away, plays with something, comes back, and daddy holds her. You know what I mean? And so not to say that you didn't have that as a youth, but touch is very important now. How people, we're touchy people. I'm a hugger. I'm a toucher. I love touching people. I love exchanging energy. I like to give positive energy to people. I've always been like that. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, having grown up in a house that I did, it's fortunate that I'm like that because my sister isn't. My sister doesn't like to be touched. Just like you, Sister Monique, she don't like to be touched. She's very socially awkward. She's getting out of it a bit. But to have, these relationships, and she was touchy with me, but that's pretty much it. Because she trusted me, even though I used to kick her hind part myself. But having those loving touches, embraces, and it be brotherly or sisterly, right? We know we're coming from a place of love and not perversion, right? So when we grow up, we can have those relationships. We're not socially awkward. We talked about Common and the things that happen with him and how he's weird around women. And they talked about that with a bunch of brothers. They talked about that with Tiger Woods. It's like, dude, you Tiger Woods. Why can't you talk to women? And Tiger's like, oh, how you doing? I'm Tiger Woods. But motherfucker, everybody know who you is. Why are you introducing yourself? You go in that bitch like, how you doing, baby? You go to the Rick James School of Getting Women. I'm Rick James, bitch. You know what I'm saying? But how you awkward, man, and you a superstar. You know what I'm saying? But certain things happen to people, and that affects their behavior. But anyway, getting back, that we're dealing with very personable diseases and things of that nature. So when we go to the community and we have our clinics and stuff like that, and bringing it back to the work in the buildings and having institutions to cure and heal our people, we got files, we got confidentiality. Listen here, take this herb, you'll be cured in a week or so. Boom. Just don't get no type of activity, no shenanigans, you know what I'm saying? And it'll clear the bleed on out. You'll be good to go. Don't be going on a book, airing people out when they get you may know them personally or whatever have you, and you get mad. That's why you got herpes, bitch. Nah. No. That's the environment we got to create. And y'all talk about that all the time about leaving here so that we can create that environment. You know what I mean? When you go in a nation, you take a village, you take an area, you go to a different ecosystem. You know what I mean? Because we can't be what we need to be here in America, in the hells of America. We have too much proximity to white people. We're in the middle of war. You can't train for war in the middle of war. You know what I'm saying? It's like you training and then, all right, let's go out there and battle. Wait a minute. This is the first level. What do you mean? I don't even know how to shoot a gun. You gonna give me this gun, not give me no instructions and tell me to shoot who? Don't make no sense. That's hustling backwards, as they say. So we gotta go somewhere where we can, one, build an army to protect our nation and have an oasis where people can come to, go through a process.
What's the deal with that coon ass Shannon Sharp man?
What happened with him?
Stop beating up on the Asians. That coon ass Shannon Sharp. That bitch ass nigga.
Oh, okay.
Shannon Sharp ass. Tell me he now went away from white women. Listen, he's always been a bootlicking coon. I don't care who he's dating. Hey, black people, stop beating up on the Asians.
Yeah, everybody's on deck.
Shannon Sharp back there, same bootlicking self. He righteous now. He got rid of his white woman. Y'all crazy as cat shit. Nigga's always been a bootlicking coon. So I got rid of white women, but I ain't get rid of my job, niggas. You stop fucking up these Asians.
Yeah, Shannon Sharp. Huh?
Oh, bootlicking ass, coon ass nigga every day on there with that other cracker, Skip Bailey, crip keeping looking cracker. Yeah, stop beating up these Asian folks.
When I'm up there, it's like, start beating up some crackers. Skip you first, and then go across him, punch him in the fucking face.
Crip keeping ass Negro with that. Crip keeping ass cracker. Talking great. Oh, shout out to you, Strong. Thanks for the donation, brother. I went back on the network and I seen it. I appreciate you, brother. I keep Spikes and fine Korean Kenyan coffees now.
He over there living the dream.
Stuff, but we're going. I'm interrupting mistakes. I'm just saying it don't make no sense how they push this propaganda, us beating up these Asian people. When the Asians are the ones be beating up on black women everywhere, nothing's being said. But they got the same suspect, these bootlicking niggas who have their jobs to white people. Don't ever believe because they now got a black woman, all that old stuff. I give a fuck who you sleeping with. You was a coon now, you a coon forever. They still work with white mommy, white daddy. They've been coons their whole life.
Mm-hmm.
You've been coons your whole damn life. Don't tell me about no damn. You with a black woman now you're not a coon. I'm not a coon no more. You still a bootlicking coon. So as they come tell you to do something, you're gonna jump high and do it against your own people. You got no problem talking crazy. Hi, man. It's funny. That's how you know this is a scam. Every bootlicking entertainer, athlete, or athlete that turns down broadcaster or musician, all talking that same dumb shit.
Mm-hmm.
Where these Asians getting beat up at? Huh? We had no political wherewithal. We had no social wherewithal, like I told you, had no political, social, nor economic wherewithal. So how we just knocking out Asians everywhere? Where's this at?
Mm-hmm.
Every bootlicking coon around. Hey, get out there and sell a soap, nigga. Hey, you black people, stop beating up on the Asians. What are you talking about? Well, white man told me to tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
They got on code against us. Ain't it funny? All of them. Every entertainer, every damn musician, every athlete, or broadcast athlete. I'm waiting for Shaq and them to come out. I'm waiting for that. It's still basketball still playing, right? I'm waiting for Ernie Hudson and the Coon Squad on that damn NBA Live. What that goofy shit called? Look at this shit. With Charles Barkley, old coon ass. You got a panel full of old buck dancing coon niggas. Charles Barkley, non-talking ignorant ass. Shaquille O'Neal, non-talking ignorant ass. And Kenny Smith, non-talking ignorant. You got three ignorant ass niggas.
Mm.
Stop the Asian hate. What you asked me? What you want me to say? Stop kung fu movies, black people. No, you dumb nigga, not kung fu movies. Stop beating up on Asians. Stop beating up on kung fu movie Asians. So I'm waiting for that to come out. Go ahead, Mr. X. I mean to interrupt you.
Yeah, it's all good. We're talking about European influence.
Mr. X be trying to redeem these no good bastards.
Who, Shannon Sharp?
Yeah, all these bastards, they got a right to come back, family. No, they don't. They always a cool shit. Because you start me with a black woman, the black woman probably cool he with. Shit.
I got it.
So we got Uncle. Yeah. We got Uncle Bunny Ruckus. They got Uncle Bunny Ruckus coon coming to Tanzania with us. Man, what is I gonna do with that coon? Like that Silver Golden Heart, I don't know if you're still there. Man, that coon, man. She is a baby boom bootlicking coon. If you're gonna leave America, why would you get your Social Security? Cause bitch, that money's mine. What you talking about? It ain't no free money. What are you talking about? Why would I get my money? Bitch, that's my money, bitch. What the fuck wrong with you? I'm trying to be nice because you Golden Heart's friend on that damn call we had. That's why I didn't do no show Saturday. We on that damn live call with everybody. She talking crazy as cat shit. If you don't want to go to Africa, why would you? If you don't like America, why would you get your Social Security money? Bitch, that's the money they take out your check every week or every 2 weeks. How you ever get paid? They're not giving you nothing back, dummy. That's your money. Hell you talking about? Just give people your money. Why they robbing and stealing from everybody? Hell you talking about? You told you somebody messed up in their head. Her mind is fucked up. Uncle Bunny Ruckus cool. And old and dumb. You can't be this old and be this stupid. Only Bunny Ruckus ass coon. Golden Heart, you're probably. Where'd you meet that coon at? Well, ain't nobody gonna be near your ass during this trip. They gonna get away from your ass as soon as possible. She wanted to maim up. Oh, we really need to stop beating up on Asian people. What are you talking about, crackpot?
Can you hear me?
I hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah, my shit was spinning. I didn't know if it was coming on. Yeah. That European proximity. We just had a base of operation, a home base. We can certainly making changes to our mentality around these devils, and they control everything. Like I actually have some shows I haven't watched the African base because all the people in it are African. Anything that's black that's made from here, there's always a cracker in there, there's always some faggot in there,
hold on, Miss Dick. You said she needs this trip? Man, that is a bootlicking coon there, Golden Heart. That is a Bunny Ruckus bootlicking. She is the quintessential handkerchief head baby boomer. She's the quintessential handkerchief head baby boomer, boy. And Golden Heart's gonna stay there. Oh my God, she's gonna stay over there. I said, okay, that's cool. That's good. Oh my God. I said, it's gonna be a bunch of them looking for apartments and stuff. I said, Miss John. Oh, what kind of shit is that? All the humanity. Why would you want to get your Social Security? Because you crazy motherfucker, that's your money. You're gonna just leave your money? What are you talking about? Motherfucker. She needs to get all the damn coronavirus shots all up in her crazy head.
Who's this y'all talking about? You take that woman money because revolution calls.
I'm talking about somebody going to chip. I know she get talking crazy like that for the G-Man, and then she gonna get cussed out. I don't want to. I say keep it close to Spikes. I had a new girl I got coming or Cammy coming. One or the other. I'm not sure yet. I said I'll keep her next to LBN. Okay, keep her next to LBN crazy. I gotta make sure LBN be quiet on the plane. That brother was tripping tripping crazy on that goddamn that conference call Saturday. God damn.
You know they're gonna send you agents, bro. You that big now.
Oh yeah. That's what she said. Nick, you're a nurse and you want to leave? You want to leave America being a nurse? This motherfucker crazy. We're going hard find this crazy motherfucker. Back to America by herself, yeah. Yeah, this motherfucker crazy. You want to leave America? Why don't you want to leave this good place of milk and honey and shit? And I retired in Ecuador about a bunch of taco eating motherfuckers. I want to retire in Ecuador. Honduras. Ecuador and Honduras, the motherfuckers trying to get over here. I said, damn, you want to be around all these taco eating motherfuckers?
Damn.
Yeah, she's an old neighbor. You got that right going on. That motherfucker's old and crazy. That's an old coon. That's old coon. She is the definition of a baby boomer coon. Good God. I don't understand. I don't understand what be going on and stuff. I said, well, she find this crazy motherfucker at? You know, I just want to go to Africa to have some fun and stuff. When she called me, I was like, who the hell is she coming? Gee, that man died. I said, what man? Who the fuck is this? That man, that African president man. Are they gonna be shooting us over there and stuff? I said, hey, who the fuck is this? This Anita's friend. This Silver in Chicago. This Anita's friend. I said, oh, okay, what you talking about with your crazy ass? I want to know if I got to cancel my flight and stuff. They're going to be killing us and shit. I said, wow, this motherfucker crazy. For real. I wish I could have booked a flight with her sitting next to LBN all the way to Dar es Salaam. I wish I could have booked a flight with her sitting next to LBN all the way over there. I wish I could have booked a flight with her at LBN all the way over there, boy. That would have been the funniest shit. Everybody's Golden Heart's gonna find an apartment. Dish and G-Man are looking for places, and John's gonna be looking for a place. If you hear me, John, I don't want to put you. This might be in for John and his wife, because if he leave her, she gonna be stuck in fucking Toledo shit. And then I know I couldn't get the other one. I couldn't get Sherry on the phone. Shit. She's ready to leave too. Her husband didn't want to come. So I don't know, Keith. I said, man, we're not gonna have you get no place dangerous. Going. I don't know, brother. They talking about making you take that shot. I ain't fucking with that shot. No, you ain't gotta take the shot now, leave it good. I don't know, man. You might get over there. Motherfucker say they won't let you back. You get that. I said, you fucked up. How to take that you? Hey, that's her choice. I said, hold on, man. You had your wife. She got to get with her. Man, I don't know what these old white motherfuckers might do. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's scared. That's right. There's no crime. I try to say there's no crime in Tanzania, lady. As a woman, you can walk down the street at night. It's like in Rwanda. You're not going to get raped, mugged, hit in the head or nothing. They'll ask you how you doing, are you okay? And keep it pushing. You come from the most dangerous country in the world for its crime and shit. You talking about, oh man, I don't know, shit, might be scary. I said, how did Golden Heart meet? You imagine the crazy ass conversation with Golden Heart still living in Illinois, and that crazy motherfucker would have? I bet you Golden Heart would be like, all right, I'll talk to you later, big girl. All right. Trying to hurry up and get away from her crazy ass. All right, I'll holler at you later. Shit. Okay. They get new spouses in Tanzania. Yeah. I told Sherry, I said, hey, why your husband, he's a cool dude talking to man, Keith, man, they might make him have to take the shot to get back up in here. Fuck that. I said, you gonna let your wife go through that shit alone? But that's her choice to leave this motherfucker. Man, I really want to go too, man, but fuck that. They might tell me, hey, you niggas got to get that shot to get back in. I ain't fucking with that shot. I said, no, you good, because white folks are not accepting it. Calm down. You good. You good. You good. You good, man. You good. You good. Don't worry. They're not going to force you to take it. You good, because white people are not accepting it still. So you good. Worry about when white people get on cold talk about taking it, then you got something to worry about. White people ain't fucking with that shit either. So, damn, they're taking the Cayman Islands. You guys don't got the history we got here, Samuel. Sadly enough, those black people don't got the history we got. Here in America, we've been even though mine did, we've been experimenting on all kind of fuck shit happening to us here. So we don't trust none of this shit. Caribbean not so bad, even though you guys went through slavery. It wasn't the kind of slavery we had here. It went down to shit, the brutality didn't stay the same as it did to us. Good luck to them. Good luck to them goopy motherfuckers. They about to take the dirt now. Well, that's true. They do got beautiful women in Tanzania, damn. Smart, funny. I'm talking to those young cats. You'll not probably seen the video. I'm good. Because they take you to Bagamoyo. They take you up to the slave port up there in Bagamoyo. I seen when they videoed. On the Project Nomads had them. And I wasn't even talking about them. And she showed up in my feed all of a sudden. I didn't know these phones are listening to. I was talking about them. And their video showed up. But those young brothers and sisters do good work. I'm impressed by those young Tanzanians that called Afroasiatic or some shit. Golden Heart probably seen the video. She's seen every damn video. Golden Heart, have you seen the video that the Project Nomads did with those young brothers and sisters in Tanzania? who are showing you how to come back. They helping you to reach to Patrick to Tanzania. They show you how to get around. They show you how to get apartments. Show you where to go, where not to go. How you get scammed. I tell you, that's why I got Spikes and either the new girl or Spikes and Cam, either one. You know, because once they hear that accent, you get the higher price. So I told Spike's ass, yeah, I knew you would know it. Yeah, Apple Basics. I love those kids. Those kids are on the one. You see that yet? I seen that. I went to that video chat. Those kids are on the one. Those kids are brilliant. I'm like, hell yeah. I'm gonna hook up with them. Them kids are brilliant. Those are our babies, man. I love that shit. Because the guy was in every time about the hate we put. The guy was letting them know, we a lot of, when we come back, we got to unwind. Because we've been living in a culture of hate. And, waking up, seeing just us, we don't know, it feels so good. The guy was like, it feels so good just to see nothing but us. He said, we get it. He said, we're on guard when we get here. He said, it takes us a week to get off guard. Yeah, Afro Basic Adventures. Yeah, that's them. I'm impressed by them young brothers and sisters, man. I'm impressed by their ass. I went on their channel, look at a couple of their videos. I love, because they took one of the brothers up the bag of more. I was going to talk about taking you guys up there. That American brother loved it. I see that video he had. Because they had like there's some buried crackers up there. I never knew that when I went up there. He said, we need to dig their ass up. Like they dig us up in Kemet and see if they got some shit up in their damn coffins with their ass. Yeah, I'm impressed by those brothers and sisters, man. I'm impressed by those young people. And they even said the elders all fucked up. Yeah, the elders all messed up. The old people. So I do too. They said they take in certain parts of the city to fit your measure to see what you like. Everybody's got a different comfort zone. They all speak good English. I was like, man, they was handle everything. I love those kids, man. Like, hell yeah, I'm gonna reach out to them. But there's a lot of resources there. When I start going back and reestablishing everything on the ground, I like the youth. The youth are go-getters, damn it. I want the youth. The youth know what's going on the ground. I was surprised how hip they were. I was like, damn. These some hip-ass youngsters, man. 22, 24. Like, damn, what? So, the little young one has her own little beauty shop. A 22-year-old woman, she's got her own little beauty shop. So, that personality was bubbly. That's what's up. So I'm gonna reach out to them, get them to pick up LBN crazy ass from the airport. Cause he getting there early. He's got a direct flight straight to Dar es Salaam. He's getting there Sunday morning, so I'm gonna need somebody to pick his crazy ass up. So I don't think Spikes and them are getting there till around, I think they're getting there at 11 on Sunday. LBN's gonna get there like 9 o'clock in the goddamn morning Sunday. I say, hey, man, I gotta get your place to stay there. No, I just stay in the airport all day. Well, you can't stay in the airport all fucking what are you talking about? You can't stay in the airport till the next damn day, till Monday. You gotta get you another room or something. So you know your flight's leaving early. That's not the girl. That's not the same girl, is it? That's not the girl Go Black to Africa's video doing the house. That's not her. She's not part of them. That's not that same lady. I seen the one that when he's over there looking at houses and Go Black to Africa's video. That's not the same girl showing them houses. That's a real estate agent there. No, that's not the same. That lady's older. That's not the same. That's not the same lady. She's showing them apartments. Get out of here. That's not the same lady. I got to go look at you. Which one is that one? I didn't see it. She's not with those kids. Which one is she? I don't know which one. Nah, she not. Maybe she is. She wasn't in the unapologetic no man's video. You said, all right, can you energy that? What energy are you talking about? What energy thing? I can't remember what you're talking about, Samuel. You got Tim, I can't remember. Well, but she, what are you talking about? She wasn't in that video with them? Well, you probably, I don't be looking at everybody's video, but she said it. When did she say it? Which one? Which one? Which video we talking about? Look at which one? Oh, good. I haven't did it up myself yet, Sammy. I don't know yet. I haven't put the diagrams together yet. It's gonna take a lot of time to put all that shit together. Which video are we talking about? Tell me which one, Golden Heart. Because that's not that lady's not. She wasn't there when that woman wasn't there with them when they were doing the interview with the unapologetic no man. No, that's not. That girl's not one of them. She didn't say about the no video with Go Black to Africa. Huh. Are you trying to say that was a 22-year-old girl right there? Show them how. Because it wasn't the other one. The other one was a little lighter. The 3 girls on there. I'm gonna look at. I don't think that's her, but I don't know. That lady might be part of Afro, whatever it's called, but I don't think that's her. I don't think that's her. That's not that girl. That's not that young girl. That's not that same girl. It's more than information there, Samuel. You understand how current works, how magnetic fields work. Yeah, I'm saying that was the dark one with the braids. I'm about to go. I don't think it was, but hey, I might be wrong. I gotta go look at it again. She seems, she's too young. She's not no real estate agent. She says she's a hairdresser. She on the salon. Not that same lady. I gotta go look it up. I think she would know, but they didn't mention go black to Africa on that video. They were talking about them and the things they offer. Of course, you would know. I can look. I gotta go look at it again. I know they do it all. They said they go find apartments. They didn't say they do the real estate agency shit. They said they take you around and see what part of town you want to live in. You want to live in because you don't know part of town. And if you want a more expensive apartment or a cheap apartment, whatever your budget is, and you want a house or apartment, it's application. We mean anything has free energy, Samuel. It's a complete game change. It destroys the banking system. It destroys the Illuminati. It destroys everything. It's another paradigm. That's why if you ever bring it on the thing, it's got to be for free, or they'll murder your ass. You got to be able to get away quick. You destroy the whole economic system of the world that's based on petroleum, based on oil and gas and everything else. You destroy the economic base of the planet. People come to kill you. I'm gonna go look at it again. I don't think that lady, but hell, I could be wrong. She was out. That little girl's too. And go back to Africa's video. She's too quiet. That's her. That young girl's she got a radiant personality. She got a beaming personality. That's the kind of girl I like to hire, damn it. Shit. That's the kind of young lady I like to hire. Have you seen it? Hey, I think I lost Mr. X now. I think I lost Mr. X.
No, I'm here.
Wish I could show it. But I don't believe that thing. Her personality is all rated. She didn't want to go with that conversation with the unapologetic nomad. And she told you guys gonna date. She told you like any place else, and said women like money. She told you that. She said the universal thing to a woman's heart is money. I said, look at this young girl. You know, good little girl. You know, if you want, she said, money beats all the. Money goes past all the language barriers. It tells you money goes past all the language barriers. Money. Money goes past all the language barriers. I was like, damn. So, but I like they all got honor. That's why I'm black youth. It's your children over there. All those guys are black entrepreneurs. And they told you everything is open in Tanzania, like I said for years. I think the girl made me too damn. I think they too damn smart. I like shit. I'm not gonna lie. I like going over. I like to be. I like being the smartest dude in the room. Those kids are too goddamn smart. They be fucking up my hustle. Yeah, I don't think that's her, Gona. That little one was too damn worldly and shit. Yeah, man. Come on, what do you think we live in trees and all this shit? We got homes and nobody living. He said, I never even been to a damn jungle. He said, hell, we gotta talk about monkeys and lions. Hell, I gotta go on a trip to go to see a damn lion. So I think she was the youngest one, but she did all the damn talking. Yeah, she's the one that she's in charge of the fun things. Exactly, that's her. Yeah, yeah, she's the one in charge of the fun things. And going to show people some damn apartments. That ain't the fun thing. Shit like that. I don't believe that I'm not saying that lady couldn't be part of them, but I don't believe that's that girl. Not her. No way. No way. That young lady's too damn lively. That young lady's a sweetheart. They better argue with her. They don't want to lose her. She's the money getter. She'll bring people to your damn you got a little venture. Her personality is so magnetic. You said that she's the girl. I don't believe that's her showing them apartment. I may be wrong, but I don't believe that's her. Because that lady would go back to Africa showing them apartments. That's some nice apartments too. That last one was nice. That lady was too quiet. That lady didn't have no bubbly personality. That lady was like, just with, yeah, this is it. This apartment. This apartment, that's the room. That's another room. Yeah, that's it. And go back to Africa, goofy ass. Well, yeah, family. This how this what it look like. What's going on? Hey. So I don't believe. Well, no, he really don't got no personality. So it could be her because maybe she don't come alive with cats with no personality. I don't know. It might be. Go back and check out their channel, Golden Heart. When they took the dude up to the slave castles up there in Bagamore. It might be that lady. There's another lady. There's another lady. It might be that lady that young lady, it might be her, because she has braids too. She went on an interview with the Unapologetic Nomad. It may be her. I think it's her. Look, go on their channel. They got like 5 or 6 videos. I think it's like video number, the last one, I think. I mean, not the last one, the one before the last one. They're going to Bagamoya, right? So I think that might be the lady, because she wasn't on the interview with the Unapologetic Nomad. And it may be her. That other lady, that lady had braids. I don't know her name. And she said the fun stuff like the club. So get back on later tonight. Let me get out here and come back on here later on the night. Okay, yeah, let me get up here. I'm gonna come back on later on the night. But fam, I ain't been on 2.5 hours, but it's over 2.5 hours. I'm gonna come back on later on the night, y'all, and talk about Tanzania, just reestablishing yourself where you can actually build a legacy, right? All right, about the procession. Tanzania, but they're not burying him yet. His body's gonna lay in state, and then they're gonna take his body to Dodoma. Stop down. Then they're gonna take his body up to Dodoma. So they're gonna have his body in state. That his body lying in state. They said the 24th, 25th. Oh, my phone about to heat up shit.
all in my hand right there. The camera's gonna freeze again. Lock the camera. Lock. It's gonna freeze. Yeah, so I'm gonna wrap this up, family, because I'm gonna come back on later on the night. Yeah, of course he's gonna be surrounded by a lot of. He was a Catholic, so gonna be a bunch of priests. You know, that would happen when the missionaries went into Africa. Well, that's what happened. I brought that fake white man on the stick. So let me get out here. Let me say much love to the family. I see everybody in about 3 or 4 hours. We'll pick it up there. Can you guys hear me? Oh, let me make sure you guys can hear me. What happened? Who's going home looking for what now? Yeah, I'll be back on later on tonight, family. So I'm going to say much love to everybody. Be back on later on tonight. About 4 hours, okay? Give me about 4 hours. I'll be back on. So much love to the fam. I'll see everybody in 4 hours. Peace.